The normally confident and chatty Frank Stronach left the courthouse silent and stunned.
Anything you want to say?
The 93-year-old billionaire initially faced a dozen sexual assault charges from 7 women. In the end, the judge found him guilty of sexual assault and indecent assault related to 2 of them, describing his behavior as quite simply gross and disgusting conduct, indecent and morally repugnant. Jane Boone is suing Stronach, alleging he assaulted her in 1986.
Fortunately, today we saw that some of the women were believed, and Stronach is being held accountable for some of the things he did.
Legal observers seem surprised there were 2 convictions.
These sorts of cases are known for often being very difficult to prove.
Some of the allegations against Stronach date back half a century, and at times the women appeared to struggle to recall. The judge describing some of their testimony as fraught with difficulty, with too many uncertainties.
Other evidence disappears, witnesses disappear, recollections fade.
Many of the women worked for Stronach. Their alleged encounters began at this restaurant bar that he owned and ended at one of his condos nearby, with the women claiming he forced himself onto them. One of the 2 women whom the judge believed beyond a reasonable doubt was in her early 20s back in the early 1980s and went out to dinner with Stronach to discuss why she'd been fired from her job as a waitress. She says he invited her back to his condo where he groped her. At times, the woman also struggled to recall some details, but the judge found her to be a compelling, believable, and truthful witness. This legal expert says it's a victory for historical sexual assault victims.
And she carefully canvassed any of the inconsistencies that were present in the evidence, but she found that they did not ultimately undermine the credibility or the reliability of those 2 complainants, and that's really important.
I'm certainly satisfied with the not guilty verdicts.
Stronach was acquitted of the most serious allegations that involved sexual penetration. The judge herself noting the minor or trifling nature of the touching involved is an issue for sentencing. Stronach will receive his sentence in September and faces up to 15 years in prison. Jeff Semple, Global News, Toronto.